Here we go. I was doing a briefing a few years ago, and I was trying to work with couples to have them understand that relationships don't have to have a lot of money. They don't have to have a lot of panache. You know, that a good relationship can be founded on some simple, very simple ideas. And so, if you will, here are some of those ideas. And I'm going to tell you, Anzel Adams has it right.
You know, I like Anzel Adams.
And you like him because?
I don't know that everybody knows who Anzel Adams is, but I do.
A world-renowned.
Anzel Adams is a world-renowned black and white photographer.
Yeah.
He never used color. Yeah. He started before color, and his work is just, it's breathtaking to look at some of the pieces he does. One of my favorite pieces is of a big, tall tree in the winter that has frost or snow on some of the branches, and it's just all black and white. So the trunk of the tree is dark, and then you see this what looks like crust coming off of it.
And the Smithsonian still has much of his work. My God, he is world famous, long since gone. But his initial work, and what made him so significant to the film industry, I guess, is he didn't go to color. He absolutely said, you know what, I'm not going to do this. And the reason is because in his mind, simplicity and form are powerful if you can see it for the way it is. And what I'm telling you is that he had pictures of the Grand Canyon, and you would see that picture that was taken in black and white, and someone had set up a camera and done it and taken the same picture in color. Now, the colors brought out magentas and reds and oranges and these wonderful, vibrant colors. And even with ink being the fluorescent, vibrant colors that they are today, you would look at this and say, my God, that's spectacularly beautiful. But what you missed was the sheer magnitude and power of the earth in its simplistic form. And he didn't go that route. He stayed with black and white, kept investing in how do I take these pictures to show the majesty, the strength, the magnitude. And Anzel Adams, in my mind, had it right. Simplicity and form are still important, even in relationships. Going to the beach with your kids and having a bucket and a shovel and playing with them in the sand, as simple as it might be, is just as great for those kids as if they were at a 5-star hotel that you paid $600. It's not about the beach or the color of the sand or the water is in the Cayman Islands versus the Gulf of Mexico. It's about the quality of the relationships you have with your children, and it's about doing things that are mano a mano, me and you. And it's not about all that panache. It's not about all that color. The second one I want to give you is that, you need to learn to appreciate relationships from the basics. We get so caught up in work and making money that we forget how it is to spend time alone. We forget that even to eat a meal without the TV going, without 1,000 things.
Yeah.
Just
and that's
to enjoy.
rough today because we get used to being bombarded by all that information, and we think that we got to have it.
Absolutely,
I mean, we do that. We are turning the TV off at our house, and we get moping. We get moping and pouting going on. Wait. You know what? We have recorders.
You can trick yourself.
You can catch it later. You don't need the TV on.
You can trick yourself to do this one, and this is something that we did recently. If you ever go to the grocery store hungry, you buy everything in sight.
Yeah. All the I don't buy sugar stuff, but I do when I'm hungry. I'll take the Twinkies and a dozen donuts and some ice cream.
But, it's okay to work up an appetite. Karen and I went biking on Pinellas Trail, and we actually positioned that we worked up quite an appetite, and then when we went home, we had this delightful meal that we had prepared together. And when I talk to you about learn to appreciate the basics of riding a bicycle, working up some energy, getting hungry, buying those things to make the meal together perfect for you, turning off the telephone so it doesn't ring, and enjoy the time without TV and with bare basics just to enjoy being together. We forget how to do that.
Right.
I'm going to give you one more thing, and if you will, too much color can hide flaws. Now, let me explain to you where that goes, because I just got finished telling you about Anzel Adams and colors. We work with so many people. They have so much in the sense of luxuries and the finer things in life. They've made lots of money, and they've shrouded their entire lifestyles with large boats and trips to go skiing and blah, blah, blah. I mean, on and on with just an abundance of stuff. And yet you can overwhelm yourself and your kids with so much stuff that there's just a sheer complete or loss of appreciation for us as a family. It's not what we do that's important, is that we do it together. And so when we put too much emphasis on going to Disney, I'm going to tell you, don't get me wrong, for you guys that like Disney, I do too. And I'm not trying to say it's not. But boy, by the time you get there at 9 o'clock in the morning and you spend 12 hours with running through lines and waiting, you get home and you're exhausted. And is it so important to try to do everything, or is it more important to try to do less, but do it with each other in such a way that you enjoy it?
And have pictures. If you're going to do everything, have pictures of it all.
You know, we still have our daughter that's with the queen, the princesses.
Yeah.
And all those 4 princesses, and that's one of the greatest pictures we've got. We took the time to enjoy that moment. We didn't press it. I
actually stood in line. I don't do that very often, but I stood in line to do that for her.
And then, if you will, settle down, build on the basics, and try to appreciate what you have. Because if you do that, you're going to find the beauty within. The beauty within, for us, is the beauty within our relationships and that commitment that we have for each other as we get to know each other and enjoy those things of life. This past weekend, we went out fishing. And I will tell you, it was a great fishing trip because we caught so many grouper. We caught so many grouper. If you could see my hands, they're way apart. The kids got bored and said, Dad, please don't make us catch any more fish. Let's go home.
It's the first time I ever caught a grouper that was legal. Of course, the bad news was grouper season didn't open until the 1st of March.
Yeah, we couldn't keep any
February.
of them. But we had so much fun.
Yeah.
And
we have pictures.
And we have lots of pictures. So the idea is focus on those things that have to do with the quality and the relationships and the people in your life. That the structure is there. You just got to enjoy it. Okay? If you're ready to do that commercial, we'll do that. We're going to come back with a few more things. Again, I'm Gordon Pilet.
And I'm Carrie Pilet.
Please don't forget us on Facebook, Strive to Thrive. Soulmates 2 Soulmates.
It's on Facebook.
It's on Facebook.